Imagine working your entire career, saving diligently, building a nest egg only to hand a massive chunk of it straight to the IRS the moment you actually need it. That's not a horror movie. That's just a traditional retirement account doing exactly what it was designed to do. Now, what if we told you there's a legal, government-approved way to let your money grow for decades and pull it out completely tax-free? The Roth IRA has been quietly sitting in the tax code since 1997. And somehow, millions of people still sleep on it, like it's fine print nobody cares about. Here's the core mechanic, and it's almost annoyingly simple. You contribute money you've already paid taxes on, it grows in the market, and when you retire, every single dollar you withdraw is yours. No tax bill, no negotiation, no surprises. Think of it like buying a ticket to a concert, paying full price up front, and then getting to enjoy the show, the encore, the after party, and the breakfast buffet the next morning, all included. The why now urgency is real, especially if you're young, because time inside a Roth IRA is essentially a superpower. A 25-year-old investing just $200 a month could reasonably accumulate over $500,000 in tax-free wealth by retirement, and Uncle Sam doesn't get a single cent of the growth. Contrast that with a traditional 401k or IRA, where every withdrawal in retirement gets taxed as ordinary income, potentially pushing you into a higher bracket right when you're supposed to be relaxing. You deferred the tax, sure, but you also deferred the problem. And that problem shows up with compound interest of its own kind. The psychological trap most people fall into is assuming they'll be in a lower tax bracket in retirement, so deferring taxes sounds smart. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Tax rates historically trend upward over long periods, and a government carrying tens of trillions in debt isn't exactly positioned to cut you a break in 30 years. Paying taxes now, at today's known rate, is actually the disciplined, strategic move, not the sacrifice it feels like. Let's talk about one of the most underrated features that almost nobody mentions in casual conversation. There are no required minimum distributions with a Roth IRA. With traditional accounts, the government forces you to start withdrawing at age 73, whether you need the money or not because they want their tax revenue. But a Roth lets your money keep compounding untouched for as long as you live, and even passes to heirs with tremendous tax advantages. History shows us that accounts with tax flexibility consistently outperform in real-world retirement outcomes, not because of magical returns, but because tax drag is one of the most silent and devastating wealth destroyers over multi-decade periods. Every time you avoid a taxable event, you keep more capital working in the market. And that difference, compounded over 40 years, is not a rounding error. A common misconception is that Roth IRAs are only for people who are already wealthy or financially sophisticated, but the income limits, while real, still allow the vast majority of working Americans to contribute directly. And those who earn too much have access to the backdoor Roth strategy, which is completely legal and widely used. The barrier isn't wealth, it's just knowing the door exists. The practical playbook is straightforward. Max out your Roth IRA contribution every year, currently $7,000 annually, or $8,000 if you're 50 or older. Treat it like a non-negotiable bill, automate it if possible, and invest it in low-cost broad index funds. This isn't about timing the market or finding the next hot stock. It's about consistently buying ownership in the global economy and letting decades do the heavy lifting. One of the Roth's underappreciated superpowers is its flexibility. Before retirement, you can withdraw your contributions, not earnings, at any time without penalty, which makes it a hybrid emergency fund and retirement account that serious financial planners use as a cornerstone of layered strategy. It's the rare financial tool that rewards you for being disciplined while forgiving you if life gets chaotic. The smartest move younger investors can make isn't picking the perfect stock. It's simply opening the account and starting, because the account has to exist before any of the math can work. Waiting even 5 years to begin can cost you more in lost compounding than any market timing advantage you'd ever realistically capture. Philosophically, the Roth IRA is a bet on your future self, a bet that future you will be wealthier, in a higher bracket, and grateful that past you had the discipline to pay taxes at a lower rate and let freedom compound. It rewards patience, process, and the quiet confidence of someone who plays long games. The discipline isn't in the investment selection. It's in the consistent contributions, the correct sizing relative to your income, and the emotional detachment from short-term market noise that lets the strategy actually work over time. Whether markets surge or stumble, your Roth keeps accumulating, keeps growing tax-free, and keeps building a future that looks exactly the way you planned. And if you're ready to take the next step in building real long-term wealth, whether that's through retirement accounts, real estate investing, home contracting projects, or connecting with the right lenders, check out our links in the description below and let's get you started.